Hey guys, Morphologist here, and welcome back. So as some of you may know already from previous videos where I talked about my personal background, I am in real life an architectural designer trying to get my license to become a registered architect. Going to Taiwan is part of my search to find a place to work under a foreign registered architect. To get my license, I need to get a certain amount of hours. It's very similar to getting a medical doctorate in that you have to work under someone who's licensed in order to qualify to get your own. So while I was in Taiwan, of course, my YouTuber hat was on, and one of the places I thought to visit was the Computer Street, which is very famous in Taiwan. It's the area where all of the big Taiwanese companies that make computer parts show off their latest and greatest work. It's like a permanent 24/7, 365 days a year convention, like an EGX sort of thing. And if you didn't know, the majority of PC parts, whether or not it's got the label on it, are designed and built in Taiwan. Most notably, however, are companies like MSI, Acer, Asus, and Gigabyte, brands that are all recognizable to those of us gamers who really know about hardware, because they produce arguably the best hardware in the world for gaming. And there's a place in Taiwan where all these companies come together to show this stuff off. It's in Taipei, just off the Zhongxiao Station, and it's called 光华商场, translating roughly as the magnificent shopping center. It's kind of not really that great of a translation, but all you gotta know is it's basically a permanent EGX. There's also a new building that they just built next to it called the Centrend building, which is just as equally awesome. And it's where you're gonna find places like this, the Razer showroom, which allows you to check out all their new peripherals and even try them out firsthand on some of their new Razer PCs. And Razer laptops, which are pretty cool. There's a few in here that actually have exterior mounted 1080s, which is pretty unbelievable. Both these buildings also host yearly events like the Asus overclocking event, where all the biggest overclockers in the world come to overclock the latest chips to unreal numbers. There's also a dedicated gaming and competition center on the top floor of the Centrend building where they host events for stuff like CSGO and Overwatch. And it's all really impressively professional. Also, if you didn't know, HTC is also from Taiwan, and they do a lot of their production here. So if you want to see the latest and greatest stuff in their newest Vive technology, Taiwan is also the place to go. They have an entire area of one floor dedicated to showing off all the different things the Vive can currently do, including some new stuff that hasn't even been released yet. I was a little bit of in a rush, unfortunately, so I didn't get to try some of the stuff out in person, but you can be assured that next time I go, I'm gonna try it myself and report back to you guys my findings. But this place isn't just a place to check out the latest technology. No, everything here is pretty much for sale. So you can take home the latest and greatest video card or memory or computer, and that's probably why I like this place so darn much. And when I move here, which is very, very likely to happen in the next few months, I will be visiting here frequently to update my rig as I produce more content for YouTube. You may have also noticed, if you've got a keen eye, that the footage gets kind of smoother near the end of this video. Well, that's because I bought something on this trip. It's a gimbal for my cell phone. I filmed everything in this video on my iPhone, believe it or not, and the gimbal just makes everything a lot smoother. So the section of the building we're in now is the older building, which is the Guanghua building that I talked about earlier. And this has a lot of little retailer shops inside of them that offer a lot of the same parts but at very competitive prices. Oftentimes you'll go through and you'll want to search around for the cheapest price for the specific part that you want, and then bargain with them to get it down a little bit. And oftentimes you're going to find that you're going to get a better price than you could ever get back in the US, because one, you're not paying for that shipping, but also you're paying for a price that is not only negotiable, but one that is low because of the location of where it's manufactured, which is pretty close to where they're selling it. But it isn't just about computers. There's a lot of other really cool tech here, stuff for like movie production and cameras, and even stuff like drones you can find here. Anything that has to do with tech is gonna be found at Computer Street. And after it's all said and done, you'll be able to grab a great bite to eat at one of the many awesome little mom and pop stores found around the area. great food at very reasonable prices. So I hope you found this little informational vlog video entertaining. If you did, or if you have been to Taiwan, you're from Taiwan, anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. I really want to know. And as always, if you liked the video or if you liked me, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and I hope to see you guys next time.